Living in America right now feels like a punishment. You wake up already behind, you go to work just to stay broke, and you watch the cost of everything rise while your paycheck doesn't move an inch. Groceries are a luxury, rent is robbery, healthcare is a joke, and somehow we're the ones blamed for not budgeting better. People are working 2, 3 jobs and still choosing between food or gas. Families are crammed into apartments because buying a house became a fantasy. You can't afford to get sick, you can't afford to rest, you can't afford to exist. But they keep telling us the economy's strong. Strong for who? Because it sure as hell isn't the people doing the work. We're out here treading water while billionaires build rockets, politicians trade stocks, and corporations raise prices just because they can. We were promised opportunity, we got survival. And what makes this worse is watching people blame themselves. Like somehow you failed because you can't afford a 1-bedroom anymore. Like you didn't do enough when the truth is the math just stopped adding up years ago. They told us to work harder, but never told us they'd change the finish line. This isn't a country full of lazy people. It's a country full of exhausted ones. Simple as that.
At this point, grocery shopping feels like a hostile takeover of my bank account. Every single time I walk into a grocery store these days, I start breaking out into hot sweats before I even hit the produce section. It's like anxiety got its own grocery list, you know? You walk in there like, okay, I just need a few things. That's how you walk in. But it requires you to think about which bills you can accidentally forget to pay this month. I used to love Spam. I used to love tuna. Now I walk past both of them like they're a toxic ex. But I still think about them sometimes, knowing they're not good for me, you know? Or my bank account. Don't even get me started on the snacks, because y'all have heard me talk about that before. Listen, I don't need snacks. I don't need them, but treats are so high now, I feel like I have to finance them to have them. I'm asking, can we get a payment plan, layaway or something for a box of cookies maybe? At this point, it's ridiculous. It's honestly beyond ridiculous for some of it, and it's going to get more expensive. I be in the store staring at the price tag like it's some type of math problem that I'm supposed to figure out. If chips are $5.99 today, and they go up, the price goes up every Tuesday, what's the likelihood that you'll be able to afford them next month? Answer? None. So now, instead of shopping for what I want, I shop for what won't make me cry at the cash register. It's depressing. No, it's not just me, right? What's the one thing you used to buy, but now you walk past it like, not today, Satan?
I got a letter recently that my property taxes are going to go up $600 a year from now on. I got a letter that my homeowner's insurance is going up $60 a month. My propane company sent me a letter that my propane is going to double this year. They just came and filled up my tank. It was $1,000. That's crazy. Also, as a entrepreneur and business owner, I get my health insurance through the marketplace. So you have the Affordable Care Act. I pay $45 a month. They just informed me that if this bill passes and I lose my tax credit, I'm going to go from $45 a month to $660 a month for health insurance. I need to buy a new car and I can't because the cars have gotten more expensive and the interest rates have gotten so much more expensive. I can't find a reliable car that has the same monthly payment of $450 a month that I've been paying now for a new car. Not necessarily new, but new to me. Groceries are insane, and it feels like every day I get a new email from another subscription that I have, whether it's Netflix, my website subscription, everything's increasing in price. And I sit pretty much every day stressed about money, and yet I know that there are so many people in this country that are way worse off than me, and they're not making it, y'all. They're not making it. What hurts me the most is that there are so many women, especially, that just cannot afford to leave abusive homes and they have to stay in it because of this economy. So are we great again, America? Like, is this what you voted for? Meanwhile, they all sit there in DC, not feeling any of these pressures, not doing anything about it, not giving a shit about the American people. I have been extremely poor and I have been extremely wealthy. And I know from firsthand experience that the wealthy people don't notice it. And most people are pretty self-absorbed and aren't thinking about other people anyway. So we got to talk about this more. We got to raise hell. We have to let DC know that this is not acceptable. Regardless of your party, we have got to help each other.
Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So these are the kind of videos we wake up to watch every day of the people of America complaining and ranting about the American economy. Others are saying America is not great at all. Others are saying the American dream is now the American nightmare because of how expensive life is turning to be every day. Not to mention, people can't afford just to live, not to mention existing. People can't afford day-to-day activities. People can't afford their basic needs. And some of them are saying that if things continue this way, the economy of America in the coming few years will be totally collapsed. The dream of America is not the dream of America anymore. People are even asking, is America great again yet? Because it is favoring only the billionaires and people who are making money. But these people who are working from paycheck to paycheck, these people who are working part-time and full-time jobs, they are the one feeling the heat of the government. They are saying that some of them regret voting for this regime because things that they are experiencing under this regime. They happened before, but they never happened this much. The prices of things have skyrocketed. The prices of things have skyrocketed to an extent some of them can't literally afford to exist in America. And in this video, let's watch some of them ranting, saying how America is being expensive and their experience through day-to-day activities. Then we'll be analyzing and giving our comments at the end of this video. In the meantime, subscribe and tell me where you are watching from.
Why is no one talking about how serious the cost of living actually is? So we pay like a really cheap amount of rent compared to like all the other rent I see. And we're a family of 6. We pay $9.50 rent. That's cheap. We're in Missouri. It's like not some nice new place or anything. It was actually built in 1890. My husband is working 3 jobs right now. We buy absolutely nothing. Nothing that we don't need. And we actually go without a lot of things that we actually do need. I feel like if you're able to do anything that's not just surviving, then you got it good. I feel so sad that I didn't appreciate the times where we were able to actually have fun at this point. So much has changed in the past few years. Like, what? I just really, really want to know. How is everyone surviving? Is everyone working like 24/7? Because that's what my husband does. And I'm just home with my little kids all the time. It's kind of like depressing that we're never together as a family. So I don't know. I hope one day we can be, but it sucks.
Hey, we live in central Illinois. Our electric rates just went up 50%. My nephew has a ranch home that's probably 1,200 square feet, and his bill went from $260 to $560 in the last month. No difference in usage. The company just increased their rates 50%. So I'm curious if you have a similar home in a surrounding state, what you pay.
So at this point, I really have to ask what the hell is going on in America, because I literally bought 4 items from the supermarket, right? And most of them were on sale. And I'm wondering why and how it came out to $14. These are the items that I bought. I got some okra, some noodles, some dishwashing liquid, and I got some broccolini. 4 items, $14. When I say that food is getting to the point where it's like hard to afford, like I live by myself. I have a kid, but my kid is an adult, and he's like out of, he doesn't live with me or anything like that. But imagine people who have kids right now, like kids and a family, going food shopping has to be crazy. Like a lot of times, like I'll spend like $100 and something, and it'll last me like sometimes not even a week, sometimes a week and a half. I eat a lot of vegetables and produce and fruits and stuff. So that doesn't, I spend a lot of money on that, but it doesn't really last that long. But literally, really, like, what's going on in America that the food is this expensive? I did not think I was going to spend $14 on all this stuff. Like, literally, what's going on in America, And on top of that, half the food is, like, not even real. Like, what's going on? How are we supposed to afford this at this point, It's highly frustrating, But I just had to vent because I just can't get over 4 items coming out to $14 when I got them all on sale. It boggles me, like, literally. Americans at this point are struggling, It has to be hard. It has to be hard if you have children in a family right now, because you guys know how kids eat, but this is ridiculous. Somebody's got to do something about this, Somebody's got to do something about this. It's really becoming unaffordable at this point.
Yo, do y'all really think it's normal to be paying $2,500 a month plus for rent? Is that normal? Do you think it's normal to pay $300, $400, $500 on a car note, $100 on your phone bill, $150 on electricity? Like, that's not normal, yo. Do you know what you could do with that type of money in different places? The reason these prices are so high is because they know they can take advantage of us. It's that simple. And they know we're going to keep paying. I feel like we don't have the discipline to force these people's hand. Like, these prices are out of control. Like, it shouldn't be this expensive for literally basic necessities. Just because we are the richest country in the world and have the highest GDP doesn't mean we should be taken advantage of and squeezed for like every dime we got. That makes no sense to me. Things should cost what they cost. And a lot of that is, the market, and, we determine the market. So I believe we got to do better, man. It's only going to get worse, the more we put up with and accept, them hiking up these prices, because these companies just want to make money. Like, that's all they in it for, So they be like, oh, all right, if something costs $50 and they, take it up to 60 and we still buying, they're like, all right, bet. Let's take it up to 70. They'll take it up until we do something about it. And that's their strategy. Like, don't fall for it, man. Just pay the money for what things are really worth. And if you can't find a reasonable price, don't buy it. Don't buy it. If most people did that, the economy would be a ton better.
So I was right. I was so right. So a few months ago, I was like signaling how it's a little suspicious that there's so many stock buybacks, so many rich people selling stocks off, and then gold being at like an all-time high in terms of price. Not only that, but the cryptocurrency being at all-time highs. And then a few months later, like, it went down, and then there were people in my comment section being like, yeah, you were wrong. Like, no, that's not happening. And now look at where we're at. It's worse than we were a few months ago. So yeah, we are in for some very, 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 very hard times. We are looking at levels of economic collapse that we haven't seen since 2008. So buckle up, people. We're all in this together.
Hey, what's up, America? Looks like the working class here in the United States is finally starting to break. So I've been warning people that the working class can no longer take it for about 5 or 6 years. I think we finally reached that point. Confidence is starting to slip, and approximately 90% of people that have been polled say they have no expectations to grow financially at any point in their life now. These are people that are working class adults. They have such low confidence in economic gain that they're simply just checking out. Going to work, barely doing what they have to do, not making gains to improve either. Doing the same daily grind without trying harder to make any improvements in their lives financially. Just kind of stagnating, kind of accepting where they're at in their position and not wanting to move forward because it's too much effort. That's the consensus among people under 40 working now. That 40 hours a week doesn't pay the bills, the money's not worth enough, the wages aren't high enough, the benefits don't cover it because they're dwindling, and prices are rising so high people are basically just checking out saying, what's the point of working harder? I'm already working at maximum capacity, and if I work harder, my entire life will be work and sleep only. Maybe a few minutes here or there for a meal and that's it. So frankly speaking, the youth of America is starting to just say, no, fuck this shit, I'm done. And frankly speaking, I don't blame them at all. Unstoppable price gouging has been going for now 5 full years unchecked. Shrinkflation is still rearing its ugly head. You're getting less and less for more and more money. Anybody with a brain can see what's happening. You're getting less product for more money. You're getting less house for more money, less car for more money, paying insurance companies that won't even cover you. Utility costs creeping up to nearly double for the same shit you had a couple of years ago. I understand the rich want their money, but it's unsustainable. You have too goddamn much money. You have to reinvest in the United States. You can't keep taking from everybody. We're all tapped out. You have enough, you rich fucks. The burden on the American people is now too much to survive. It's simply too much. You cannot ask any more out of these people. They are tapped out. We're at 100% capacity. Doing any more as far as profiteering will degrade the country irrevocably. But you're gonna fucking try, aren't you? People don't have anything and they're working so hard for it. You have to give people a goddamn break here in America once in a while. People have to have disposable income to buy shit, go on vacation, something. Not just working to drum profit for a rich person.
So I went through some comments and they were so hilarious, but heartbreaking also. Someone said that a bag of Halloween candy costs more than most people who work hourly paid, who are working, like it costs more than a person who is being paid an hour. Another one said that they are trying to make sure in the next coming few years, American people will look like third world country, but with the lack of having huge wallets. They are making every American bankrupt right now because some of these Americans in real sense, they have started filing for bankruptcy. Some of them have given out their farms. Some of them have given out their companies. Some of them have given out their businesses, filing for bankruptcy because they are suggesting and saying, we can't afford to cater for ourselves. How can we afford to cater for our jobs, our companies? Self-employment is also expensive, not to mention taxes, insurance. And then you make a mistake of having kids, then you are done, you are cooked. Yeah. So these are just some of the comments we are receiving. Others saying, for Christ's sake, he promised to make America great again. Is America great again yet? Or is he just in the billionaires club trying to impress the billionaires, bailing out other countries that don't need the help and forgetting the people that literally voted for you? Not to mention the prices of groceries there. It's like luxury. People can't afford a mere grocery, not to mention gas, not to mention rent. The electricity bill has skyrocketed. The water bills, like everything is so damn expensive that these people are living, others are living in cars, others are working multiple jobs so that they can just feed themselves and afford this minor basic needs. But other basic needs like clothing, fuel, groceries, they are now considered as luxury. We saw especially this time when there is a lockdown, people are now even losing their jobs. About 4,200 people have lost their job in the past few days since the shutdown began. American people are complaining. They are saying we are becoming poor every day. And the government is not doing anything about it. People who were working as federal workers are being fired. Farmers are losing their farms. and filing for bankruptcy. Farmers are not selling their products because of Trump's tariff. People are afraid to go to work because of ICE agents. And everyone is literally complaining about the economy. And this is not normal, as per they say. But, you know, maybe sometimes the government has to do something about it, because when the people who voted for such government into power start complaining, the people who voted for you are the ones who will start protesting for their rights, protesting for what they need, protesting for their future, protesting for their economy. And this is not quite literally good, because they are the ones who put you in that power, knowing very well that you will make life affordable for them. But now life there is not affordable. Some of them can't afford healthcare, not to mention education. Some of them can't even afford to go on a leave, because what money will you go to spend? Some of them are not even taking vacation offs, you see. And when people start complaining this way in a country, it means that there is something wrong with the administration. And unless people start looking into what's wrong, then they will continue crying. In the meantime, you do tell me what you think about these people, and then give your comments in the comment section.